There we go. Got multi-chat on. We're good. Oh, what's up, Dragonfly? How we doing? Tonight we are going super exotic. We're making a marble for Kevin's book. Cruising, how are ya? Okay, we are engaged. Just let me get this all set. And I think we're good. Nope, not quite there. There. Okay, now we're good. You came in good time. Just in time for bed. I'm so sorry, cruising. It's just been crazy. What's up, Froggy? How are ya? Kevin's book is in the house. We are making... What's up, Groves? We are making a marble for Kevin's book. So it's going to be a fun project. He gave me carte blanche to make whatever I want to. So, in glow stuff. So we're going to go crazy with it. Jenny and the Jets is in the house. How are you? Okay. So we just have to split that up real quick. And then let's go. We're going to make this. So we have some really cool colors coming through for this. This will have that really bright pink color. It's not showing on there. I think that light's dying. So it's got this bright pink fluorescence to it. Then we got the uranium, and then I do have some glow in the dark in the kiln. So that is glow in the dark glass itself. And then we're going to throw the whole book at it. We're going to be using some crushed opals in here too. Thank you for the heart me's. So yeah, we're using crushed opals and some other fun stuff. Maybe some definite shimmer glass. Maybe some fuming. We're going to throw the book at it. We're going to go space crazy. Daisy Girl, thank you for the Go Populars. So first things first, we're going to get this one all pulled down. So this is the really small stuff. The shimmer. This color goes forever. It never, ever stops. Could dilute this color down like 50 to 1 and it still shows up. But we're going to use little dots of it and then smear it around. It's going to create this really neat effect. But in order to do that, we got to pull it down. That's right. Glow, baby, glow. That's right. What's up, son? How are you? How's everybody doing today? Dragonfly, Daisy Girl, thank you. I do have my dual screen finally up on the horizontal YouTube. It looks really good. At least I hope so. Got horizontal going. It looks actually pretty fantastic. Remember the old side view I had? So we have front and side view. It looks good. Not yet. It should be any day, Dragonfly. It really should. So yeah, the horizontal YouTube is looking actually pretty fantastic. It's like the old way I did it, where we had the front and then the side. Yeah, double vision, exactly. But one from the front, one from the side. Definitely gives you a better perspective. All right, so that is the uranium glass. So that prep work is done for the little tiny stuff. Let's get the crushed opals together. So in this container right here are crushed little opals, and we're going to add it in there. What's up, Christy? Betty, how are you? My mouth isn't syncing. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Messi or Ronaldo? You know what? I don't care. Just as long as I get to watch either one. I'm not. I'm just happy to be able to watch sports, right? Okay. I need to grab this one right here. So we're going to split one more. And there we go. And we're going to split this. Okay. Oh, man, I wish I had a little bit shorter rod of some bigger. This is exactly what I was looking for. There we go. Let's go. That's all good, Betty. I got you. I don't know. We're on the PC, so it could be a little bit different. What's up, Pepper? Do you happen to make beads? Yeah, we definitely make beads. I do some actually pretty cool beads, to be honest. Virtual goggles? I would love to see glassblowing in virtual goggles. Jenny Young, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, wouldn't this be kind of cool in VR? I think this would be really cool in VR. Thank you, Wood Tiger. All right, so we got that. We're going to push it together. Yeah, I think VR would look good. I hope someday they do that. I did email and message Meta, because I use the Meta glasses all the time. I did message them saying, you know, you could have people do this and kind of get the VR perspective from it. It'd be kind of cool. Thank you, Dragonfly. Anyway, how's everybody doing on a Sunday? Did you have a good weekend? Let me know if you had a good weekend. Just type one in the chat, please. Let me know y'all did good and had a good weekend. If not, let's try and make your night better. Okay? If you didn't have a good weekend, let's make it better. Let's create some amazing stuff tonight. You, me, the torch, some fun. There we go. We got some one. Betty, it's good to see those ones come across. Froggy, thank you. All right, so in this, like I said, in this container right here is crushed opal. And we're going to take and we're going to dip this rod into that opal. We're going to pick it up. It's going to be hard to see right off the bat. I'm hoping I can kind of get it to you guys. But hopefully you see that crushed opal sitting there on the edge. Now I do have the vertical camera on the side here. Look at that. The vertical gets a good view of it. 1.5? I like that. Way to be different. I like it. All right, so next thing, now that we got the crushed opals in there, we're going to mix it in. This live just started, Belinda. Yeah. So we're going to take this crushed opal and we're going to kind of start mixing it in. And I'm going to try and spread it out a little even, more even, not so condensed. We want to kind of spread all these opals out. So we're going to take and fold and flip them around and create this really separation of everything. And they're really tiny. They are smaller than the grains of sand. There are definitely tiny little opals in there. Thank you, everybody, for the gift. Thank you. Christy, we are making an exotic marble for Kevin's book. he ordered a marble. So we're going bananas with it. What's up, John? Happy Sunday to you. What's up, Dusty Shredder? How are you? Good to see everyone. Yeah, this is going to be kind of crazy when it gets out done. So we're going to separate it right here. I should separate it this end. Just going to pull it down a little bit. Everyone's doing good? Doing good, Dusty? Good to see you. I'm always happy to see people on here. What's up, Gavin? How are you? Matt, what's up? AJ? Really, Pepper? That's weird. Okay, so on here we have lots of little crushed opals running through here. Maybe we can get the light to shine on it. I'm hoping. There. Hopefully you see a little bit of those opals running through there. There's lots of them bouncing through. We're going to pop that in the kiln for a little bit. Keep it warm. Then we're going off to build part of the marble now. We're going to build part of it, not all of it. Then we're going to start adding more stuff. How bad was the wind last night? Red Squeak, it wasn't that bad. We got a couple power flickers, but nothing like that went off. How was yours? Eduardo, what's up? What's up from Chile? How are you? Been on slow mode. Never seen the slow mode turned on before. Is it slow mode? I didn't know it was slow mode. The split screen looks good, right? We are making a custom marble. This is going to be, it's a big marble though. It's not like a little tiny toy marble. This is more of a paperweight type of thing. More of a paperweight. What's up, Mr. White? I don't mind you calling me that. I feel like Heisenberg a little bit sometimes. Christmas pickles always turn out good. They're amazing. I can grab them after this marble if you want to see some pickles. The split screen is on YouTube, Betty. It looks really good. Honestly, it looks really, really good, I think. What do you think? YouTube, how's everybody that's on the horizontal? Does the split screen look okay? Yeah, the kiln, it's definitely kiln friendly. That way you can see stuff actually go into the kiln too. Get a little bit of a side view. What's up? Is it my Jimmy? I can't see Lynn. My in. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, totally blind. Can't read the chat. I'm doing everything by braille on my feet. I'm doing foot braille. Okay, so we're going to separate this one now. Again, this marble is going to be very, very unique. It's going to have a lot of different properties to it. And we're going to build it in sections. So we're going to build part of the marble, part of the marble, part of the marble, and then assemble everything together. I know, right? Foot braille. The split screen is on the horizontal version of my channel. If you go to my channel, click on channel, you can see 2 different lives going at the same time. It's a new feature YouTube has installed. So it just gives both perspectives. But the split screen's nice because you get to see the angle from this way. What's up, Lucky Lex? Okay, so what I did first is I put 5 little dots down. Okay, we got 5 little dots down in this really shimmery color. We're going to take this next color. This is a blue-green, but it will go very, very transparent and kind of get a, how do I phrase it? A wispy color. We're making a big old marble. Big old marble. It's going to be cool. Trust me. It's going to be amazing. So we're making it for Kevin's book. Kevin is an author and a former Homeland Security investigator for crimes against children, basically going against pedos. So Kevin's I'm a big fan of Kevin's for having done that. And he's been a big supporter of the channel. Yeah. Can't see Betty. Trust me, go to my channel, click on my profile there, and you should be able to go and see 2 things running, hopefully. Okay, so we got all these little dots on here. We're going to kind of smear them together and create a galaxy look right now. That would be Mama Steven. That would be a Kevin question. I don't know if they did. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these colors and we're going to fold them on top of each other. Then I'm going to spiral it around. We're going to create a little mini galaxy in here. And then as I'm spinning it, I'm actually going to push it into the glass. So we're going to go inside this ball, pushing it a little bit further and further inside, pushing the galaxy to the inside of this marble. Kind of like, I call it the sock method. So we're putting a sock over the glass. We're just socking it in there. Like that. Okay, so now we got what I call a little bit of a spiral galaxy going on. Might be a little overcompressed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one is. This one, the horizontal, I'm kind of experimenting with the cameras. Which one, the one to the side or the one from the front view, Dusty? I'm hoping you say the one to the side. Okay, so next step is we're going to flatten this out. Like that. This marble will take a while. It's at least going to be 45 minutes to an hour. This is not a small marble. What's up, Mama Bear? Things look a little washed out. Yeah, it might be. I can't really change too much on it right now. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to shrink it down a tiny bit. And we're just bringing it down. So I'm trying to let this side fold on to the bottom. It's kind of folding it back over again. Just letting the glass drip down. That's why I'm using gravity to do 90% of my work right now. Not having to strain about it. There we are. Okay, so this one's going to have a galaxy in it. The whole thing's going to be a galaxy. Okay, the next trick for this one is we're going to put uranium glass to the very back of it and enhance it that way. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with uranium glass, it is this greenish glow right here. I hope you can see that green glow going on. So it's that green glow glass. It has a really nice vibrant effect to it. We're going to park it right behind it. So this will be behind the galaxy, so the galaxy should glow green. Can it have Saturn rings? No, I'm trying to figure Saturn rings out. Saturn rings would be like so freaking cool. Yeah, you and I think the same way on that. I would love Saturn rings. I would absolutely love to have Saturn rings on that. Okay, so we added a little bit of uranium to that. Again, this marble is going to be much bigger than this one here. This marble's about 2 1/4 inches. 2.5, 2 1/4. It does have uranium on the inside too. Hopefully you can see on the inside of that marble it has a little uranium on it. Onion rings? Yeah, I would love some onion rings too. Why don't you go get some onion rings? Bring them over. I would hella love onion rings right now. I totally love onion rings. That sounds hella good. Onion rings and a milkshake. Hell yeah. I could definitely go for some onion rings and a milkshake. What's up? What's up, Carmen? Okay, so this is going to be kind of trippy too. So this is going to look like a reverse eyeball right now. So right now that would be the whole iris part. And then we're going to put a little dot in the middle. And that's going to make the uranium even pop a little more. We're going to put black in the middle. It's going to look like a reverse eyeball right now. But once it goes inside, it's not in the marble. You won't see the eyeball, unfortunately. I know. I could definitely roast my onion rings on here. I could heat them up. What do you think I should... I've done it before. Do you guys think I should do like a food versus torch episode? I've done marshmallows on here, which was hella fun. It was fun. But should we do food versus torch? Visit Boise? I would love to go to Boise. Blueberry banana milk. Man, you're making me hungry, Dusty. You're making me hella hungry, man. Yeah, we did the marshmallow. Surprisingly, so when I roasted the marshmallow lasted longer in the flame than a coin, like a nickel. Yeah, the marshmallow lasted in the flame longer than the actual nickel, the coin itself. All right, so there's the reverse eyeball. You can kind of see it popping out right there. Turn it this way for the side camera. All right, we're gonna punty this up and park it in the kiln too. Again, this marble is built in stages. We're building 3 or 4 different sections, then we're gonna assemble them all. Yeah, this is a totally different method to making marbles than I normally do. Normally I just build them layer on layer, but this is gonna be sections. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, that's Flamin' Jesus moving the garbage can. Did you guys hear that sound out there? I thought Bigfoot had finally made it. Yeah, that's Flamin' Jesus with the garbage. I thought Bigfoot was here. Have I accidentally burnt myself? Tiny little burns. Not much. Yeah, I have not had bad burn, knock on wood. Thank you all for the gifts, by the way. Appreciate you. Organic Marshmallow? There's organic marshmallows? Are you serious? Is that really a thing? Organic marshmallow? Yeah, Flamin' Jesus. That's that. Yeah, so I live in the Pacific Northwest. I'm on the hunt for Bigfoot. I want to find Bigfoot. I want to have a beer with Bigfoot. I definitely do. Bigfoot is Sam's in Bellingham. Pretty tall. Yeah. I want to have a beer with Bigfoot. I could have a beer with Bigfoot. My life is complete. I didn't know organic marshmallows are seriously a thing. I'm going to have to try it. Marshmallow root? Are you serious? Okay, I learned something new today. I'm happy. Okay, so this isn't going to show up right now as much as it will when it's done in the marble. But right now, I'm hoping you can kind of see a little bit of patterning to it. We're going to use the flashlight a lot during this process because it just helps if I actually use the light. So hopefully you can kind of see that shimmer parking itself in there with the dead center little black nubule. Yeah, that's definitely Galaxy. It looks cool as hell. And we got the crushed ovals already. So the next thing I'm going to build is the back end of the marble. So like this one has all the stuff in the back behind it. We're going to build that, and then we're going to start fusing some things in there. So first things first, we're going to build the back end of the marble. Okay, here we go. And here we go. Explosions. Ever thought of D&D? Dungeons & Dragons? Absolutely. A lot of D&D stuff is cool. I've definitely done some stuff. Everybody keeps asking me to make 9-sided dice. Is that correct? Like 9-sided dice? Something like that. We're making a big old galaxy marble. Why did the glass do that? I had heated it up and cooled it off. 8, 10, 12. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kona. I appreciate the answer. So I had heated it up and cooled it off, and it didn't go through the tempering process. And that's what happens when glass doesn't go through a tempering process. It just kind of pops and explodes. It's not a big deal. Rainbow. What's up, Rainbow Threads? How are you? Yeah, it's not a big deal. It happens all the time. On the little scale, it's not a big deal. On a big scale, it sucks. But on a little scale, not so much. It's not bad. Not well, Red Squeak. Not well at the moment. Very, very sick. Okay, here we go. So we are building up a large portion of this, and we're going to add the kind of the very back end of the marble. So when you look at it from the top, it's going to be on the very bottom of the marble from the top. So we're going to start with that design, start infusing that together. And then we're going to start adding little parts in here, creating little mini galaxies, and hopefully have an amazing marble in the end. It's probably going to be a lot bigger than I anticipated. Yeah, you definitely have to wear glasses while doing this. 100% you have to wear glasses. Elven glass bottlehead? Battle axe? Oh, I would love to make a battle axe. Maybe that's my next project. I've made the swords. Maybe I should make a battle axe. That would be cool. A battle axe would be pretty badass, actually. How much does one of those torch setups cost? They range a lot. You know, your beginning setup is going to be $2,500 to $3,000. That's awesome, Mama Steven Sam. Do I feel the heat? Not really. I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, a sweater. That's how cold it is. It's pretty chilly right now. Okay, so we got a little bit of base build up here. I'm going to separate the small rod, and we're going to start adding some colors. And then give it a little spiral and swirl at the bottom. Oh, man, I'm getting some vitrification right there. That's not good. That's no bueno. All right, new clan, got to do it from the other end. So that's the beauty of glass. You can shift on the fly. You can totally change things up so quick. See the cold air coming off my breath? It's cold out. Purple Heart and Bloodworm. Get some wood to create a handle. I would love to see someone create a handle for, I mean, for like the battle axe. Yeah, I could do the whole battle axe out of glass though. Uranium claws. Yeah, uranium claws would actually be cool too. I agree with you. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm not one of these people that'll shut you down. It's just if it's not something I'm familiar with making or I'm not really interested, I'll say so. It doesn't mean that I take offense to it. It just means it's not in my wheelhouse. But I'm always open to suggestions. I'll never knock someone for saying, hey, have you ever done this? Or can you try that? You know what I mean? I think that's really not to be inclusive. All right, so there's my Christmas light bulb. That's what I was going to do for an ornament too. Okay, so first things first, we're going to layer lots of color down on this, and then we're going to give it a spiral with some organic twisties in it. I know that made absolutely no sense. It's just what's in my head. It's just in my head. Have I ever made any kind of mushrooms? Yeah, you guys want to see the mushroom from the other night, by the way? Remember the mushroom with the snail? I'll bring that out here in a second. We can bust out the snail and mushroom. It kind of came out cool, to be honest. And I am definitely going to be adding the Discord in. I just forgot my password for it. So I got to go in and recover my Discord password. Where's the mushroom? There it is. So this is the mushroom and the snail we did the other night. Like that. Now, it does sit up. It's not something that I would just leave sit around all the time without mounting it, but there's the, look at that mushroom. Tell me that's not freaking cool as hell. Look at that little mushroom. I love making mushrooms. Look at that mushroom. It is beautiful. And the little snail on there is funnier than hell. Oh, I forgot we put uranium eyes, didn't we? Did we put uranium on it? No, we did it in the snail. The snail, that's it. Look at the snail coil. We put uranium in there. I thought we put uranium somewhere in it. Okay, I'm jabbering too much. So the next color we're going to use, this is a older color, but I really like it. I'm just going to park it right here so hopefully you can see it. Now this is a pink UV reactive glow. I'm hoping you can see that pink. I know through my glasses it's really hard to see it, but it's very, very pink. and that's called Lucy, and then this green. The problem with the pink is it doesn't show up next to the green that well, so we have to go over and over and over. Can the marbles break? No. If you broke your marble, I would replace it for free. Yeah, if you actually broke a marble, I would replace it. I'm that confident in it. Yeah. I mean, I've had marbles drop on tile floors and break the tile floor. They're incredibly strong. So we're adding a lot of this pink on here. It's not, I guess it's kind of pinky red. It's kind of pink, red, orange. It's really hard to describe it. I had a small section that was super bright here. Let me see. This one's really bright. It's a little thicker section, so you can see it a tiny bit better. But yeah, there's the pink orangey glow to it. It's a cool color. But I have to keep it over here because it looks completely clear. Okay, now we're going to take some of that shimmer stringer. We're going to layer it down opposite of the pink here. There we go. I'm just going to go over it just a little more. I might as well use this up here. There we go. What about there? That probably wasn't good. Okay, so we got two colors on there that are sample colors, and then we got a black base color there. So there we have two colors with a black, 4 black stripes all the way around. Now we're going to take some cobalt, add it in there, mix it in. I'm so excited to do this marble. You have no idea how excited I am to do this marble. None whatsoever. This marble's going to look amazing. When Kevin says go crazy, I go crazy. So this is for Kevin's book. Okay, we're just adding color right now. And I think I'm really going to offset it with some white. I know that doesn't sound like it's going to blend very well, but I think it's going to. Because a lot of these colors are going to mix in. And this white on top of the black is going to kind of go dark purple. The two colors mixed together kind of give a purple effect. Oxygen and propane. Acetylene can be used. Okay, so now you can see all the different colors bouncing around. I have them striped all the way down. And the next step is we're going to take that and turn it into what I call finger paint. Then we're going to spiral that whole thing up. Thank you, Kevin. The shot glass with the skull on the bottom. Yeah, that's a cool piece, to be honest. If you want to purchase one, we can definitely make it for you on live. Mr. Rolling Time, how are you? But yeah, acetylene can be used. The problem with acetylene is that it's what I call a dirty gas. So it has that really big carbon soot effect through it. And it ends up getting all those little carbon specks in the glass. That's why you can't use acetylene. Technically, well, you should. You can, but you shouldn't. All right, so now we have, see those single stripes running around, and then we got it blended right there. So that's the blend, and we're going to do that all the way around. Then we're going to spin the whole thing on top of that. What's up, DC? The horizontal looks awesome. Loved it. Yeah, I do have to fix the main camera, the one that's straight on. Dusty said it's a little washed out. I got to learn. Anybody here, do I have any followers on here that know how to work a Canon camera? I am trying. That's what I'm using, and I'm trying to figure it out. I am not very familiar with the Canon camera, so I don't know what I'm doing on the settings. It's like driving me insane. I don't know anything about cameras. And so it's like, man, I'm trying to learn. ChatGPT's helping me, but it's also laughing at me. I feel like ChatGPT's like, dude, you're old. Give it up. Stop learning. Just do your glass thing. You have a Canon camera? What's up, Asian Silk Prince? I am using auto settings, Joe. I don't know how to do. I honestly don't even know what half the settings mean. How would we order? Oh, Todd. So you can order through Starry Night Glass, starrynightglassart.com, starrynightglass.com. You can also click on my profile, and there's a link to my Etsy store. If you have any problems, maybe one of the mods can type it in there. Lumix? Yeah, everybody was saying go Lumix. But honestly, Lumix was a little out of my budget for that. I wanted the Lumix, I think it's the like S5 or something like that. The Canon is R50V. It's the newer R50V. And the reason I got it is it natively switches from horizontal to vertical without having to do anything. So that's why I chose that. I probably made a mistake in doing that, but you know, you learn. It is a chandelier in the background, yeah. But it's odd. My cheap old Insta360 camera looks really good. So on my vertical stream right now and the TikTok stream, it is the Insta360. All right, so one last little bit here, and I'll show you where we're at. I'm just debating on getting another Insta360 for a while until I could figure this camera out too. Okay, so now we have all these colors. See how they're kind of spiraled around? Again, we're going to be using flashlight a lot tonight. I'm sorry if that bothers you, but it definitely shows. Shelly, thanks for the roses. So it definitely shows the patterning in there, that finger painting that I was talking about. So we got all those patterns running through. And the next step on this is we're going to take that and spiral that around now. Ooh. Okay, remember I said that I don't get burned much, but I get cut a lot? This is why I get cut. Look at that little witch's fingernail right there. So that is called a witch's fingernail. That's that little glass shard, and it will definitely cut you faster than you know what to do with. Is it a lollipop? No, it's going to be a marble. It's going to be a big old marble. It's all trial and error. Yeah. Faster in a metal. Yeah, it's definitely a. Yeah, that would cut me very fast. All right, so we're going to attach it here. All right, so this is where we're going to give it a spiral on top of the swirls in there. This is going to be a big marble. God. I have this malfunction where I start making marbles, and I always say, oh, it's going to be about 2.5 inch marble, and by the time I'm done, it's like 3.5. It's always way bigger than I anticipated. All right, let's burn that off before it cuts me. All right, so this will be the last flashlight for a few minutes. But now you can see that spiraling all over the place right there. See all the patterning right there? It just looks really cool. Now this is the bottom side. You will not see that end. You're going to see all that swirl from the inside. All right, next step, we're going to add a lot of cobalt to the back end. Are you taking off, Christy? Let Beth know you're over there. Okay, Red Squeak. Have a good night, Christy. All right, here we go. So we're going to add a lot. So Dragonfly, Red Squeak says she's got it on TikTok. So we're encasing this whole back half real quick. And then we'll go darker on top of that. We'll use a black on top of this later. So right now we're just going to encase the blue. Then we're going to start adding in little fun creature features into it. We're going to actually throw some true glow-in-the-dark glass in here. So that'll be the glow-in-the-dark that actually, no black light needed. It will glow by itself. Okay, we're just going to roll it all the way around. Sorry, I got that song stuck in my head. I'm kind of bobbing my head around to it. Okay, there we are. So now we have all that color right there. We're going to kind of melt it in a little now. We got to get it a little bit more rounded out. So this will be smooth. While I'm doing this, I can actually show you my filter. So my glasses have what's called the didymium lens. I should drop it in cold water. It wouldn't hurt it. Honestly, if I dipped it in cold water, it wouldn't hurt it at all. So here we go. So this is what my glasses are made out of. And they are filtering that really, really bright light out of it. You still get a little light to it, but it filters a lot. If I turn it down just a touch, you can see it that way. Now you can really see that effect. Looks really good that way. Elite Squad Gaming, what's up, man? How are you doing? How's it going? Yeah, that filter looks really, it is like a lot like an X-ray. I know, Kevin, that's exactly. Oxygen and propane are my main fuels. Could be better? What's wrong? Let's make your night better. Let's try and cheer you up. You hanging in there, Elite? Everybody say hello to Elite. Let them know the world is good. Glasses are really scratched up. Filters out a lot. Yeah. These glasses are a little expensive. They are the Meta glasses, and I had them custom fit with the didymium lens. So it got a little expensive on that end, but they're worth it. Yeah, I think the Meta glasses, honestly, just as sunglasses, I really like the Meta glasses. I think they're pretty damn cool. I've used them 100 times for different things. I had a road raging ass munch, and they pulled up next to me, and I didn't have time to go grab my phone, so I just said to, hey, Meta, record, like right now, and it started recording the road raging ass wipe. Just like that. Which is a good little safety feature. Hey, Meta, stop recording. Okay, so now we got this round end here. This is going to be the bottom, the back end of the marble. This is not anywhere near what you're going to see. In fact, you won't even see that later. Do they make them prescription? They do. Want a pair of Meta glasses? Yeah, the Meta glasses are absolutely... They are, if you get the first generation, which I have right now, I absolutely love them. The newer ones have a little longer battery life, but I don't need it. You know, I don't need a longer battery life. I'm pretty good with where it's at. But for me, it's really important because while I'm working, if I get an emergency call or someone texts me and needs to get a hold of me, it comes through my glasses and lets me know. Like if Stephanie texts me and says, hey, I need help, or mom does, I can respond without having to do anything. Pop's Glass Shop, VS Eyewear. V is in Victor, S is in Sam, Eyewear. VS Eyewear. Contact him, talk to Mike, ask for Mike, and let him know I sent you, and he'll get you hooked up on them. They're really good. They already know how to do it because they did 2 sets for me. I like them so much I bought 2 pair. Just in case I dropped them. Do I erase marbles? No, I should, huh? You know what? We should do that. We should do a marble. You gave me a really good idea. We should do a marble race where you guys, like, I'll make like 20 different marbles, and you guys can pick a marble, and we'll do the race. And everybody that is picking one marble, like, I don't know how to organize it, but we can start giving the marbles away as they are finishing. So, like, as the marbles lose, we can give that marble away. As it loses, we can give it away. As it loses, give it away. That would be kind of fun. I don't know how to build a marble run, though. How do I control the the pressure and flame size, I have foot pedals. Yeah, I definitely have foot pedals. Yeah, I agree, Dusty. On the road, it's really good to have the ability to record. Okay, so next step, I have to take this and we got to flare it out a little bit. So we're going to take the bigger chunk of glass here, and I'm going to try and push this out a little bit and make it more open in the middle. We just need to try and organize it a little bit better here. So I'm going to attach this here. It doesn't matter if it's really what that looks like right there. I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned about this part right here, where that color meets the clear. That's the portion I want to get a little bit different right now. So we're going to use the rod I'm tapping on right there with my finger. We're going to use that to push this out a little bit. And here we go. Starting to get that effect going. This is where it gets a little heavy. That's why I'm resting my left elbow. It does get a little heavy. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we're going to separate it. I didn't plan this too well. Almost have that little UFO look right now. To make marble tracks out of glass too. There actually is one. There's a guy that specializes in making marble runs out of glass. His name is Scott Bandu Dunham, and he makes these really cool self-rotating marble roller coasters. They are unbelievable. When will I add the opal? In about 2 minutes, Betty. We're going to be adding some opal in here. We're doing a big old gigantic marble. Have you ever done spinning glass tops? I mean, like this? Yeah, I've done a few. Actually, that one didn't last up. There we go. It doesn't have a lot of room to run. This is a big old marble. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I was talking about with the implosions here. So this, you should see the look. Hopefully you can see that spiral inside that marble. I'm hoping, let me know if you can see the spiral. I'm hoping my cameras are picking it up properly. But I hope you can see that spiral in there. Like a little galaxy. You see it? Okay. Yeah, that looks freaking awesome. So that's the bottom of the marble. That's in the very bottom, the back. So next step, we're going to take the opals and we're going to go on top in the middle. So this has a ton of tiny little opals in it. Thank you so much for the heart maze and the Go Populars. So this has a ton of little opals. And we're going to smooth those out in here and spread it out. So it's going to be a galaxy on the bottom, and then an opal galaxy in the middle, and then a super galaxy up on top, like a little super galaxy up there. So first things first, we're going to add this opal. We're going to spread it out. So there will be 3 layers of depth to this marble. Yeah, let me film this marble tomorrow. I'll definitely get a video of it, and I'll make it a short. I got to make a lot of shorts, actually. I know Kevin won't mind me doing it, so this marble is the custom marble for Kevin's book. He is become a really good collector. Thank you, Kevin, by the way. So is Betty Warren. Betty is probably the largest. I know Red Squeak has a lot of ornaments, but I think Betty has more. My Christmas ornaments. All right, we do have a little wonkiness up here. Got a little willy wonkiness right here. I got to remove this. Mostly what I really specialize in is memorial glass. So I will take ash from people or pets and infuse it into the glass. So we could take the ash and just build it in there. And that can be done in several different projects. All right, so we got the opals parked in here. We're going to let it sit for a second. Have I ever worked at this? Has uranium glass in it, Cody. Thank you for asking. Yeah, we do lots of uranium. Technically, Brendan, you can. I can't say those words on here or that will flag my live stream. But yes, we can actually make those in memorials too. It sounds creepy, but you can. All right, here we go. You ready? This is going to show the opal now with the galaxy below. Look at that. Can you guys see those opals popping in there now? Look at that. I'm hoping you can see those opals because I can see them like insane. Thank you, Dusty. Dusty, what's up, Callie? How are you? So, yeah, that is insane. So that is galaxy number 2 in there. So underneath, we got spiral galaxy. Then we got an opal galaxy in the middle. And then on the top, we're putting the 3rd galaxy, which will be smaller. It is coming a long way. Yeah, this is part of the fun stuff. Used to make Ash's marble for people to. Oh, awesome! Yeah, it's a tough gig. I mean, you have to be good at it. Gamer guy, I really appreciate that, but I am not the best. I am not the best glass artist out there. I think I'm good at what I do, but I'm not the best. I mean, I'm not going to knock my work down by saying it's terrible, but I'm not the best. I'm good, but not the best. Now I'm the most fun. This is the fun channel. We're the fun crowd. All right, so this is the mini galaxy. Yeah, we're definitely the fun channel. We got the ghost with the most. I should call myself the host with the most. No, I shouldn't. Take it back. That's actually bad. That's creepy. No. Never mind. I didn't say that. I'm going to have to cut that out. Whose work do I like the best? I'm a huge fan of Kevin O'Grady. I like his work a lot. But I'm old school. There was a glassblower by the name of Steve Gruba that was amazing. I don't know if he's still glassblowing today. Another old school glass blower out of Mexico called Miguel. Miguel was absolutely fantastic. Who else? Bob Hooper. There was a guy named Bob Hooper. He's the one that inspired me to make big ass items. He used to make dragons, like blown glass dragons with 5 to 6 foot wingspans. I mean, literally 5 to 6 foot wingspans. What about Mickelson? I'm not a huge Mickelson fan. He doesn't suck. He's good. Okay. He's really, really good. Okay. But he's not close to the best to me. He's really good, but not the best. There are people that I personally find their work better. But he's really good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. Okay, I don't know why I just got a camera flicker. Yes, I am from the USA, correct. But I also put my mom in the category of being one of the best. My mom was absolutely fantastic as a glass artist. I'm trying to find pictures of Bob Hooper's work. Bob Hooper, like Hopper, or wait, yeah. Wait, he spelled it weird. I'm trying to remember if it was 1 O or 2. It was an odd spelling, but he called himself Bob Hooper. He has a brother named Warren, who I think is still glassblowing. But Bob was one of the best in the world. Unfortunately, alcohol got the best of him and he quit glass because he got addicted to being an alcoholic and lost his drive to do any glass. Yeah. I would say my favorite piece that he made, in fact, I have one of his pieces over here that my mom gave me. It's a castle with a dragon. But you know the Wall Street bull? The bull that's on Wall Street. Is it Wall Street or Chicago? Anyway, that big ass bull, like that big sculptured bull, he made that out of glass, and it was this big. It was huge. It was like monstrous. All right, so there is Galaxy number 3 imploded in here. Perfect. So we're going to get it a little bit blended in, then I'm going to show you. Now, everything will show better when it cools off. Right now, it's not showing everything. Because the glass, while it's hot, doesn't show all its colors. Oh, the Merrill Lynch. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it. But yeah. Okay, here it is. So we got a little mini galaxy up top that's floating around. We got the opals in there, and then we got the big galaxy down on the bottom. Now this one's going to go more transparent when it cools off. But it's going to be 3 layers of galaxies in there. Just want to make sure that we're going to get through that. Yep. All right, here we go. So we're going to have to add a lot of clear to the top now. One more stage. We got to go full bore. There. Got to go full psycho mode on this one. This is full raging mode. This is GTT Kabuki. I love this torch. Yeah, this is full rage right here. This is I could get it a little bit hotter, but this is pretty much it. This is like your maximum flame. Creativity with it. So we got to add a lot of clear to the top here. And what this is going to do is magnify everything underneath. I think this marble is going to be close to 3.5 inches when it's done. We'll see. We're just strumming along. Do my arms get tired? Not too bad. I'm pretty used to it. Yeah, I'm having trouble with Etsy at the moment. I did file a complaint. If they don't allow me to post them, I think because I called it zero in the name, I think they're having an issue. So if they have an issue, I'll try reposting it without the name in there. And if they still have an issue, I'll just post it on my personal website. On the main one. All right, so now we got lots of color and clear running through it. Looks like a little Weeble Wobble or a BB-8. Yeah, send me a message, French Toast. I will send you a message as soon as they go up. Because I'm taking, right now I have like 6 of them pre-sold. I said I would be able to make 10 for sure, so there's 4 available. And if you tell me you want one for sure, I'll put one aside for you. Can you get a mod, please? What do you need a mod for, James? If someone can pop onto the YouTube vertical live stream. All right, we don't need this around anymore. I'm gonna bring this in because I need this one. There we are. Name this Spread the Love fan artwork? Yeah, maybe. It turned white again. Well, the flame is actually very, very blue. I'll show you kind of through my filter right now. Oops, wrong flame. So this is what my glasses are made of. This is called didymium glass. And this has a little bit of it right there. I can't hold it too long because the radiating heat is burning my ass right there. But that's what they filter right there. Okay. Luckily for this marble, Kevin gave me permission to go bananas. So that's what we're doing. That has a lot of uranium in it too. Oop. I picked up a little piece of dust. That's what I had to pick out of there. There's a little dust. All right, we are looking good so far. Opal Solar in there. I'm going to try and shine the light on it. Hopefully you get a little better look at it, but you can see the little spiral top dead center. The opals are in the middle, and then underneath here, as you look at it from the side, you'll see that galaxy underneath. What's up, Jingles? But that one is kind of like, they call it the sombrero galaxy. So that's what I was trying to mimic right there, is the sombrero galaxy. And underneath it, you have the opals flying through it, and then a vortex right underneath it. But I love the sombrero galaxy. I think that's one of the coolest galaxies out there. What's up, Michelle? Have I been to DFO in Eugene? No. Abe always invites me, but I don't have time to ever get there. Sapphire Star Marble? No, I haven't. Oh, yeah. Sapphire Star Marble, yes. You're talking about the older ones. Okay, let's get this kind of rounded out here. We're going to transfer. I might go to DFO this next time that they have it. I know they canceled the last one, but I might make it out to the next one, because they're North Star's introducing my glow-in-the-dark glass, hopefully in this next week, and you'll see it out there. It's the full glow-in-the-dark glass. Is going to be absolutely insane. I'm so happy that it's getting out there. No, I didn't do a full version of the butterfly yet. I did the prototype, but I haven't had time to get the full one done. Does it look cool from the side? Yeah, that's that sombrero galaxy. Super friendly people. Yeah, normally I'm pretty, the industry's pretty good. Yeah, North Star is my go-to for color. Always has been. Okay, it's time to get this thing rolling. So we're going to take some black, go around the ring, start getting it looking amazing. So we're going to add a big dark background of black on the outside, then we're going to decorate that too. So it'll look good inside, outside, everywhere. It's going to be my Bob Ross happy little moment here. Happy little marble. Going to make a happy little marble. Getting a little pissed off at the AI versions of Bob Ross though. I mean, it's funny for a minute, but they're like making Bob Ross be angry. Like, no, thou shalt not make Bob Ross do that. Thou shalt not crap on Bob Ross. Okay, that's getting hot. Has anyone thought of a wheel with a spinning rim on it through the glass? I don't know if it works. I mean, anything's possible in work in glass, but I have not seen that done before. I have not seen that done. Doesn't mean it's impossible. It's not a terrible idea either. No, it's not a bad idea. So right now I'm just backing this whole back end with black. And then we're going to decorate the back end too. Going through a lot more of this than I thought. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I can't read chat at the moment. I do have to focus on this at this very second. Then I'll read chat afterwards. We'll get to it. We shall get to it. Okay. We're almost completed here. And a little more. There. Now this back part right here, this little bit, you have to do like double or triple the thickness, because as I start to make this marble, that little back end is going to spread out and it's going to thin the glass down. And if you don't have enough on here, it'll create a window that you actually see through. And I don't want that effect on this. So we're going to put a big chunky nub on here. There. Chunky nub. So that's what it is right there. This is a statement piece. Yeah, this is going to be amazing. Kevin will be very happy with this. Is silicosis a hazard from blowing glass? Yes, it can be if you're not careful with it, for sure. Yeah, silicosis is definitely not something you want to play around with. Yeah, it's not something that, you know, should be ignored. Have a good night, Callie. Thank you for coming in. I always like seeing you. Seeing your name pop across. We're making a big old marble. Big old marble. It's a chunky monkey galaxy marble. I just had a kamikaze bug attack me. Yeah, I'm going to guess when I get done with this. Yeah, we're already at 3-inch marble. Can I start over? Just join? No, not yet. How common is it for silicosis? Not too common. Honestly, silicosis happens more in people that work in construction than glass blowing. Especially if you're in like the concrete grinding business, or that's part of your job, the concrete grinders. I feel sorry for them. That has more of a chance for silicosis than glass blowing by far. This is not Guy Fieri. I never said I was Guy Fieri. What's up, Nat? How are you? Okay, we got to start shaping this out. So I got that big gap in the middle I need to get rid of. But yeah, definitely people that work in the concrete, you know, the people that work in grinding, like cutting concrete and stuff like that, they have more of a potential for silicosis than me. Yeah, I'm hoping Steph feels better too. Nope, not doing that evolutionary. But good to know what's on your mind. All right, we're going to use 2 hands right now because I got to get this a little balanced. Need a little more stability. It is cold where I'm at. Yeah, my butt is cold right now. So I still have to get rid of that middle crease. This part sucks. Debating on doing something crazy with it, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to add more black in the middle there. I got to fix this. It's not going away very easily. So what I'm really looking at is right in the middle where that dark color and the clear are meeting. There is a canyon. So I'm trying to get that out. The problem is the black moves much slower than the clear, and they're not forming at the same time. So I have to kind of adjust. Kind of stuff. I do a lot of memorial stuff. So I haven't mentioned that in a long time. How much does one of these cost? They vary in price. I mean, for this size marble, you're probably starting at $250. And the more you do, the more it costs. Okay. That should do it. A little bit of heat there. We're running propane and oxygen. So I'm just getting rid of this crease. This is my only spot where I'm stuck at the moment. I can't do anything till I get rid of this. Thought about adding a bunch of Millefiori in this, but I decided against it. I thought I'd just do everything by hand manually. Okay, so this next step is going to be totally badass. You want to stick around for this. You do not want to miss this next step. Okay, you do not want to miss this. Ah, it's falling. Bastard. Kevin, your marble's being a problem. Oh my God, this thing looks so freaking cool from this angle. All right, so on the back here, it is essentially all just black, okay? Now for a marble this size, you do not want to leave it just kind of plain black, even though it has a sparkle to it. So we're gonna take some fume, some silver. We're gonna fume the back end of it. And then I'm gonna make it look like it is kind of wispy, smoky in the back. So this is the last time you'll see it this way. Okay. So we're a little bit of silver on the end of this glass rod, and we're gonna change the color right now. So that flame's way too aggressive, but it's okay. There we go. Park that up there. So right now we just silver plated it. Hopefully you all can see that silver plating. Can you see it? Looks like a kind of cool, right? And here we go. So we're going to give it this smoky effect. It's going to have these wisps to it. And those wisps are all going to be in blues. Should have just did a big old octopus on the bottom. Now that I'm halfway through it, I can't do it, but would have been cool. Like a little wispy octopus. Okay, so we got that part done. We're going to let it cool for a second. Yeah, it kind of mirrored it. Still kind of mirrored it, but now you can see all the blue. Like that. Can you guys see the blue? Can everybody see the blue okay? Again, my camera, through my glasses, it's not showing exactly what I want it. See what I want to see, but hopefully you see that blue effect happening to it right now. Kind of has that bluesy effect. Yeah, it definitely shows up. All right, so let's melt that in. And it's going to create all these little wisps in the back. How much to deliver to the UK? I don't know. Shipping to the UK is not too bad, to be honest. It's not the most expensive country I've shipped to. All right, so we are melting all this in now. Like I said, Kevin told me to go nuts, so I'm pulling out all the stops. What's the most expensive I've shipped to? Dubai. Dubai was the most expensive. It was a lot of money to ship there. Dubai. Yeah. But the person I was shipping to didn't care. They didn't care how much it was costing money-wise. Overlay. Well, what I had built, the pieces I shipped to Dubai, why they were so expensive is I built custom tubing for this guy's computer PC. So I did a lot of glass tubing for water-cooled system in his PC. So he ordered everything, and I had to ship it. But the tubes for the PC were a little bigger than normal in length, and so I had to box it, triple box it, and it was a lot of boxing, super expensive. No, my arm's not too tired right now. Thank you, Tammy. That's how you know you're well off. Exactly. Yeah, I think the shipping, so the PC, the parts for the PC, the tubing that I built was, I think, about $600. And the shipping was like, don't quote me, but it was like $750 to ship it because he wanted it overnight, and I had to box it up, and he wanted it shipped overnight to Dubai. I was like, I don't even know if they offer a service for that. And he's like, yes, they do. Trust me. Yeah, it was insane. But the PC came out really cool. He built a really nice PC. It was a cool ass gaming PC. The only drawback with it is this was built 5 years ago, so all the parts in it currently would be outdated, and the PC would literally just be a showpiece. It really wouldn't be super relevant today if you were trying to competitively game or something. The glass does kind of self-level, yes. It's very much that way. I'm just looking for, I got one little bobble, and I got one spot that is now giving me a little bit of a problem. So we got to give it a nudge. We got to fix it. So I'll show you what I'm looking for when I make this marble, what I'm primarily trying to look at. And I'll explain it before we get there. I'm looking at the reflection off the lights. So my ceiling and I have lights on the sidewall. I'm looking at the reflections, and if I see the reflections jumping up and down, then I know that there's a bobble. There's a spot where it's not really good. If while I'm rotating it, it looks pretty smooth, then I know we're good. So I'm going to bring it out here, and you guys watch the reflection of the lights. As I'm rotating it around, you can see they're kind of smooth. But if I go to the side here, where the black meets the clear, you're going to see it jump a little. You're going to see it kind of go wave. And so I know there's some gap in there. All right, now we're going to fix that and finish this marble up. We're almost done. This one's almost done. It is definitely hard. What's up, Surf Rat? How are you? Surf Rat Glass makes some awesome glassware. Y'all should check out Surf Rat. And then I forgot, we got Dragonfly Groves. They're amazing. Just on their learning experience, they're learning glassblowing. So watching someone learn and seeing their progress is, to me, is super amazing. Watching someone progress in their career is awesome. And then we got Lucky Lex, who is a mod on here. And Lucky Lex is doing polymer clay and stained glass. So really amazing. Then we got Red Squeak, who is just amazing. Been a mod on here for a long time and a good friend. Red Squeak has been there with me the whole time. Are you alone on that stream? It says there's 7 people. It says there's 7 people on there, Dusty. Hopefully my horizontal stream isn't that low. The horizontal stream on YouTube is amazing right now. Midnight after the mark. No, Kevin's book. It's for Kevin's book. Kevin gets to name it. Kevin's book gets to name this. I don't get to name it. No, they're talking about the vertical has 170 in the room. Yes. The vertical live stream on YouTube has 170. The horizontal has like 7. So we're running 2 YouTube side-by-side, live stream side-by-side. So the horizontal has has 2 cameras running on it right now. Okay, so we're gonna come through. I know Kevin is an amazing person. So for those of you who don't know, the marble I'm making is for Kevin's book. Kevin was a Homeland Security investigator for crimes against children. So he had to investigate the pedophiles, the people that were trying to prey on young children. So in that process, I'm not going to go too much, but in that process, he had to pretend to be said child and had to deal with the creepos and see things that you, me, and the common person never, ever want to see. And so I respect Kevin for doing that job, protecting kids and having to deal with that. To me, he's a hero. Thank you. Thank you for the jewels, Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie Nicole. Thank you. So Kevin wrote a book called Hunter of the Damned, which goes over some of his cases. And it's a pretty amazing book. I highly recommend that if you get a chance, you get it. It's a hard read in the fact that you have to read about it. It's a hard read. I mean, it really is. But I think everybody should have to read it. It should be mandatory to stop the predators out there. To stop them. I hate pedophiles. Uranium question, metal or oxidized? Neutral flame. If you're using uranium glass, neutral. And start from the back, bring it in. Depends on the brand. If you're using Molten Aura, it's pretty stable. If you're using old Illuminati, it has a tendency to kind of want to bubble. If you have old Illuminati, I would say be careful. But if you're using Molten Aura, you can go at it pretty heavy. Do I know him? Wendell? Yeah, I know him. That's who I'm making the marble for right now. I hope to have Kevin out to my house someday. I want to have all my, like the members on YouTube and subscribers on TikTok. I would love to have an event out at, we have 2.5 acres, open field, like completely flat. It'd be cool to have an event, like a big event. I could invite a few other glass blowers to come out and set up their booths and do some demos. It'd be fun. We definitely have the space to do it. Just not during winter because it's cold as hell. I just thought about it. That phrase "cold as hell" makes absolutely no sense. It makes zero sense. I feel like one of those Stephen Wright moments. Cold as hell makes no sense. All right, I think we're pretty close to being done. Are we invited? I would make it open, like open to the public. We have the room. We definitely have the room. Oh my God, so there's a galaxy, and a galaxy. I'm so happy with this marble. Thank you, Kevin, for letting me make it in the Pacific Northwest. Yes. Look at that pop. So this is my version of the sombrero galaxy. This is what I think. Now you see the opals in the middle. So there's a little opal galaxy below that, and then way deep inside, you see a vortex galaxy. Now the back end has some amazing colors to it. Oh my God, Kevin. Holy crap. You're lucky I like you, Kevin. I would totally keep this one. I would definitely put this one on display. Yeah, this is a badass marble. All right, now my favorite tool on the planet. This, speaking of planets, this is made by Dragonfly Creations, or Beth, on YouTube right now. Beth is on YouTube. This is one of my favorite items. It's essential for anybody making marbles. This thing is just a lifesaver. It saves your butt making marbles. Now, the problem is I barely fit it in here. There we go. So this is how you get the marble off the stick. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Pop it. Got to let it cool for a second. Oh my God, I got to change these things. These things have seen it. These things, it's like that commercial, I've seen a thing or two. These things have seen a thing or two. Oh my God. I got to change them out. But there is the marble, the sombrero galaxy. This thing looks out freaking standing. Man. I am very, very, very happy with that. That sombrero galaxy looks amazing. Now we got to do easy stuff. All right, so for those of you that know the answer, don't answer this. It's not fair. We're going to do a timed hummingbird, okay? If you are new to the channel, type 1. Type 1 in the chat if you are new to my channel and you have not seen me do anything before. We're going to play a game. If you guys want to play. We're going to play a game. Let's see how many people we got. Wow, okay, cool. All right, so the game is, oh, do I have one right handy? I do. We're going to make a hummingbird. Okay. Now, again, if you know the answer, don't give it away. Most of you know it. We're going to make a hummingbird. Do I have a little anchor? I do even. Like this. Now, what I would like you to do is, how long do you think it takes to make a hummingbird? Put it in chat. How long do you think it takes to make this? Start to finish, all the way through. Go ahead and put it in chat. We'll see how close you are. We're going to play a game with it. 2 hours? No, it's not 2 hours. I can tell you that. It's not 2 hours. It's not 2 hours. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna speed run this hummingbird. We're gonna speed run it through. Okay. Doesn't mean it's going to be compromised in quality. It's just going to be, we're going to run it through a little faster than normal. We're going to do, I'm trying to debate the colors real quick. I got blue, white, uranium, and black. What colors are we doing? I have blue, white, uranium, and black. You get to pick 2 colors. Blue, white, uranium, black. You guys decide before we get going. What colors are we doing? Hour and 5 minutes. We got a lot of black and white. Oh, I forgot black and white. Blue, black. I'm looking at both. Blue uranium, black, blue uranium, black uranium. Blue uranium is a little bit in the lead, I have to say. Blue uranium is in the lead for sure. Purple green. Blue uranium, yeah, I think blue uranium, it wins it. So we're gonna do a blue body, uranium wings and tail. So for those of you who don't know what uranium glass is, this is the uranium glass. So it glows really, really bright green under black. All right, let's go. And we're going to start the timer in just a minute. I got to get prepped. Let's get prepped here. Okay, and we're going to start right. What time is it? I don't see the exact time. I don't have seconds on here. Let's see. 10:26. Let's go. So we're starting at 10:26 my time. Let's go. We're going to time it out. We're going to speed run this through. We're making a blue body, uranium glass wings and tail and beak. And we're rolling through it. So I'm going to try and not show the camera too much. We're going to speed it through. I'll show you the wings every once in a while. But we're just going to speed through this. We're going to time it. Let's get this going. So this is years and years and years of practice and muscle memory. A lot of this is just muscle memory. So that little spot right there is my guideline for my tail. That's where I know where to place my tail now. Otherwise, it gets a little lost. It's sometimes hard to spot it. It gets a little crooked and sideways. So when I am in full production mode, this is exactly what it looks like. Now we got to put a hook on it. It's got to hang. We're going to use you. All right, so that is the hook where it hangs from. Now we're going to do the wings. All right, wing number 1 is done. Can't forget the eyeballs. All right, where are we at? 10:31. And there we go. So that is 5 minutes. And there we go. So that is full production mode of doing a bird. But that is total muscle memory. You get used to doing that. The very first birds I was making probably took me a half hour. Took me a half hour to do the very first. And then the wings would fall off. You know, I'd get done with the bird and the whole wings would fall off. It was kind of like really disappointing. That was really sucky. When you're learning, it sucks. When you're learning this and you start making stuff and you finish it and the wing falls off and you're just like, yeah, speechless. You're just like, damn it. Why me? All right, let me put this together real quick. We're going to do it. What would cause the wing to fall off? Not blending it in there when I started making it. So the very first attachment is like smeared on there, meaning I'm fusing the two parts together. When I first started making them, I just kind of laid the wing on there. It wasn't fused into it. So that's why the wings would fall off. Not, you know, they weren't structurally sound. Excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. Who wants to see yeah, I'm really good at self-portraits of glass. Who wants to see a self-portrait? And all the rest of you need to be quiet. Shh. If you're new to the channel, who wants to see a self-portrait? Go ahead. Betty, have a good night. You guys want to see self-portrait? Okay. I'm pretty good at it. It was actually the very first item I ever learned how to make. So we're going to do a quick self-portrait. Can I do LeBron? No. Actually, I could probably do a portrait of LeBron. Yeah, you'll see in a minute. Yeah, we'll start it off. We're going to do this is when I was really, really young. Okay, this is a young version of me. Okay, this is like I said, this is a young version. It's easier for me to do it this way. There you are. 2 minute self-portrait. There, I was really young here. I was super, super young. But there it is. That is my self-portrait. See, I got you guys, didn't I? I got you on that one. You got to have fun in life, right? Got to have some fun. What's up, Raffle? Thank you for the jewels, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, you got to have fun. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm not saving this. I'm going to melt it. I should. I don't know why I'm saving that. I'm like, oh, I got to take it. No, I'm not saving it. You got to melt it up. Nobody's going to buy that thing. You see the resemblance? Yeah, the white hair. There you go. No, you got to have some fun. I'm trying to create really cool events like we'll do dad joke Fridays or something where you come in and you guys can rattle off some dad jokes while I'm working and have some fun. Make a great gag gift, right? So I'll tell you the actual story of why that happened. I started this process when I was 8 years old, and I was trying to make snakes and worms, but mostly snakes. And I was doing that, and all the adults, my mom and all the adults that were watching me glassblow for the first time started laughing their asses off because that's what I made as a snake. Now, I was 8 years old. I didn't know what that was. But yeah, they were laughing their butt off at me. You know, it was innocent. I was young. I didn't know what it. I didn't, and I had no idea why it was laughing. I thought they thought I made the coolest snake on the planet. I really did. I was like, oh man, they think I made the best snake in the world. Temperature of the torch is roughly 3,800 degrees. I can show you some cool things about it real quick. It won't take long. So this torch is what's called a surface mix, meaning the gases are mixing as they exit the ports in the front. They do not mix internally. And that makes the torch super quiet. It also makes it not hot. And what I mean by that is, see, the torch itself isn't hot. And nothing wrong with snakes. I'm just saying everybody thought my snake looked like a sperm, so they were laughing their ass off at my sperm snakes when I was 8 years old. That's all. So that makes the torch really super fun to work with. But you have a wide variety of flames on this. So you can bring it down to here. So I can make this into a micro flame when I need to do just a little bit of work, you know, like really, really, really tiny stuff. And then this is what's called my single stage. This torch can be sold separately, just like this. Then you have this one here. This is another torch. This one's called the Phantom. So it comes like with this flame. Then mine has this one here, which is the full kabuki mode. They make them bigger than this too. I don't think they need to be any bigger for me, but other people need them bigger. But we can rage this thing on. Not like that. That's full production mode. That's as hot as I can get it right there. That's as hot as she goes. But it's still pretty cool you can get that close to it. And now we go to quiet mode. It does radiate on my face, but I use sunblock. every day. If you do this for a living, I highly suggest you wear sunblock. I really, really suggest sunblock all the time. All right, so okay, there we go. I'm going to try and make one more spinner top real quick. That's a little warm. Okay. So these are like one of my fun items. We're going to be making some spinner tops for Christmas too. But I love these things. They're kind of fun. They're fidget spinner toys. They come with a little stand like this for your desk. So you can have them at your desk. And when you kind of want to do that, you just relax for a moment. We're going to make one of those right now. Looks like plasma through the camera. Does it really? Thought it was a butt plug. Yeah, no, it's not that. Definitely not that. It's a little fidget spinner toy. They just like that. Now this one's cool because it has the uranium glass. So it will glow super green. One more time while I'm doing this. All right, stop. There. All right, let's get this done. I want to make one real quick. So I got a bunch of extra little glass parts around here. Show the galaxy marble again? Yeah, you mean with the light? Okay. Give me a minute. Once I started this, I can't stop for a second. I really have to finish this up. Yeah, the colors are amazing. I love that spinner with the uranium. Yeah, the uranium spinner is pretty amazing. Okay, so we got a little, we're going to do blue and white on this one. Okay, let me shine the light on so this is the uranium in the galaxy marble, like that. Let me bring this out so y'all can see it. So there's the uranium in there. Then there's the galaxy in its full mode like that. So you can see it kind of has a little galaxy effect. All right, let's make the spinner. I can't get this song stuck out of my head. It's stuck in my head. I can't get it to go away. Sorry. Yeah, cobalt and white. Cobalt and white. Always a good combo. Black and white looks amazing too, though. You're going to be surprised how much glass this little spinner consumes up. This rod was pretty long when I started, and it's just consuming a tremendous amount of it right now. A little bit more. There. We might do something kind of cool with this one afterwards too. Might do something really organic with it. Scrap pieces do go into new rods. They can also go into a substance called frit, F-R-I-T. And frit is a ground up glass about the size of sea salt. And you can use it to color glass. Oh, I agree. Yep, that's right, Dusty. Okay, here we go. So this is all shaped by hand. I don't do anything. I don't have a mold for it. I would love to have a mold for it, but I don't. Gotta do it all by hand. A little bit more. All right, so we got the core of the spinner top done. We're going to try and let it cool for a second because if I try and put it down right away, it squishes a tiny bit. Yeah, I like stuff by hand too. No, sand, you have to put a few more mixtures of stuff in there. Oh, wow. I can already tell. See how this has a big wobble on it? This is already spinning with that wobble. That's going to be amazing. My glass comes from several different sources. If you message me, I can give you a link to all of them. And I always say go to whoever has it on sale. Just go to whoever has it on sale. All right, so this is going to be the cool part. See that little dark section, the blue right here? We're all blue. We're going to change it. So on the end of this rod is a little tiny chunk of silver. It is pure silver, 0.9999 pure. And we're going to vaporize it in the flame, the silver. The silver is going to vaporize. The flame's going to carry it to the blue and transfer that silver from this rod to this one via the flame. It's going to act as a conduit. Here we go. It's a pretty fast process. And 3, 2, 1, just like that. And now we just transferred it to pure silver. And now it has that silver, really shiny silver effect to it. Cool as hell, right? I know. Cool, right? And then we're going to change it a little bit. I'm going to kind of build that in. We're going to try and get a little bit faded color into it. Change it to like a milky blue. Give it a little galaxy theme to it as well. So you can change the color constantly. No, this is called fuming. That you're talking sputtering is different than fuming. So there we are. But same, I get what you're saying though. Pretty close. You're talking like a microphone sputter on a like condenser. All right, so we're gonna tap a little rod to the end of this. Oh crap! I did it again. So this is a UV rod. Damn it! All right, now we got to pull this off, make it really, really nice. See, that's what I was worried about. I got to pull this down really even. Like that. Taper it down a little. Now I can break it off. There. Smooth that out. We're going to go full custom on it. So we got the silver. Let's put some gold on. I wonder if I have gold. crap, I do not have any gold on hand. You guys want to see gold? We could do that with gold. I just have to, it'll take me one extra minute to get the gold ready. We can fume it with gold if you want, and it gives that really golden sheen. You want to do some gold? Okay. Second, let's get it all set up. So in here is my gold. And I am using pure gold. So this is a Canadian maple leaf, like that little gold coin. I find the Canadian maple leaf to be the absolute purest metals out there. So that's why I use the Canadian maple leaf. Not allowed to deface. Well, luckily I'm not in Canada. Slice that way. And a little more. Oh, what the hell? We're just going to use the whole thing. I can't cut it down anymore. Let's get rid of the silver. All right. So we're going to pick that gold up and use it for fuming. I must spend a lot on gas. No, gas isn't that expensive. My colored glass is. That's where a lot of the money goes. All colored glass. That's where a lot of it goes. No, I haven't used those snips at all. All right, we're going to grab this. Right now I'm finishing up a little spinner top. We're going to add some gold fuming to it. Going to pick up that gold. There we go. I think there's a little nugget of it right there. There we go. All right, so a little gold at the end of this rod. So this was the effect from the silver. So that's the silver fuming on there. And now we're going to add the gold. We're going to change the flame chemistry because this, I want a certain flame for it. I'm going to try and get it into the purples and the really rosy color. A little bit more. And there, now we have gold. So that is the gold effect to it. It is incredibly shiny. But I created a little cosmic with it. You can see a little purple in there too. But yeah, that's the pinky gold. Even the white got a little pink right there from the gold. But yeah, it has that cosmic space effect to it. So let's make sure it still spins okay. Yeah, this is going to be an insane spinner. This one's going to rock. There we go. So yeah, that's going to be a pretty piece when it cools off. Pain in the butt to get to the kiln though. All right, we had a ghost that had a crack in it, so we're going to see if we can fix it. Not sure it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Ooh. Nope. It's a dead one. Yeah, that one was no fixing it. Not a chance. Okay, I have been streaming for 2.5 hours, so I need to take a moment and relax and get up and stretch. But I really want to thank everybody for hanging out. Y'all are amazing. I have so much fun doing this job with streaming with all of you. Honestly, it's absolutely like my favorite thing. So yeah, definitely. Thank you all for hanging with me. I really mean it. It's the best job in the world. On top of I get to hang with all of you. I'm so happy. I'm very, very, very blessed to be able to do this. So that would be good. Oh, excellent. Yeah, we could definitely do that, Nathan. All right, I'm going to sign off on YouTube or TikTok real quick. You guys have a good night. I'm going to sign TikTok out and live. There we go. YouTube, you guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me. Mods, thank you for keeping everything cool. Appreciate you mods more than you ever know. And yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. You're amazing. And if I don't see you later, have a good night. But definitely subscribe and come check me. I'll be streaming every day.